Yes, it's wet now, but you can as well tell how hot I get in such a wet time. Boom. See me? So a message to parents. You see, I told the world how I have 7 children. So I consider parentry much, though not first in my life. But I have a message to every parent in Europe and the rest of the world. If at all we are all parents, we think that parental in order to embrace anyone else as a son or daughter. But it's a perverted world today, and the fact that we live in a perverted world with a perverted surrounding, many have intervened into fights, and learning how to fight is becoming vital. At the rest of Europe, it is important, and very many investing money into learnery institutes of fights. And it is that important, yes, it is that vital to be defenseful, alert as a person. I respect those who have invested in time into learnery fighting skills or classes. I respect their instructors, and I respect those who employ them. Like whoever, if you employ anybody with only fighting skills, defenseful skills, I respect you. But since this messy hood here in Uganda, headed by Kayanja Robert and the wife, have been doing this theft for a big time, they have also invested in people to learn how to fight. I understand now that Kayanja Robert is taken more than 4 guys from Uganda to the rest of the world to learn how to fight. So I appeal to parents all over the world that if your son or daughter is put in this mess, if your son or daughter is put in this mess to fight, I appeal to you that find your son or daughter is gonna die bad, terribly bad, because we said it all over that we're not gonna fight, we're gonna speak as we are made to speak. That's the weapon we're gonna use to anybody, be it big muscle, be it small muscle, be it a master or a student. Yes, so if they send your son into this mess, he's gonna die terribly bad. So I appeal to every parent in Europe that if your children are put in this mess because they have stolen too much money, I told the world how they have taken this money from here to China, and they have built arcades in China when they are robbing welfares here in Africa, Uganda. And I've told the world how friends and family from the rest of the world have utilized these funds terribly bad. I appeal to whoever viewing And whoever who interested in doing such business, pay me go kill someone, pay me fight, pay me go beat someone terribly bad, pay me fight, pay me fight. They pay you fight. Listen to these last words I'm gonna air out. I met a friend on social media. And my friend is called Steven Sengoba. Guess what? Your nightmare is called Steven Sengoba. I appeal to you, Mr. Steven Sego. You are the one I call Steven Sengoba because you are called Sengoba here in Uganda. We call you Mr. Sengoba. So, Mr. Steven Sengoba, I appeal to you that very many people of your category, we think they're gonna be used to come create fights. As one was sent here and she did not react. I understand after she got a talk with Kayanja Robert. Yes, I'm sure. But Cookie's sister, a fighter, Denise Cookie's sister, a fighter, she flew from the States to here and she did not react on me, but she had put me in a target to come. Her and Kayanja, I don't know the link between Cook Denise and Kayanja Robert, but they are linked with each other. So I appeal to you, Mr. Sengoba, that people of your category gonna be used here because they have stolen more than enough to use it, do anything. So as I appeal to you, Mr. Steven Sengoba, that fighters have already taken this money in. They are purging way to fly to Uganda, create more trouble than the trouble Easter has caused in church, and than the trouble cocaine drugs have caused in church. They want to cause more havoc. So we appeal to you, sir, as we met on Facebook at Bukenya Moses Facebook. At Bukenya Moses Facebook. Yes, we met with you, sir, Mr. Steven Sego. We met with you at Bukenya Moses on Facebook. When we met, I gave you every information possible about them, but they are still pushing it ahead. They are still messing our funds up, and they are still into whatever I mentioned on you, sir. So, as very many people of your category, I mean people who are training how to fight and people who have trained to fight, they are the people I expect to be put in this mess. I am not defenseless. Me? Check me out. Check me out. What are you gonna find? You're gonna find I'm harder than you think. An old man like Easterly can't handle. An old man like Mayanja can't handle. A weakling like Robert Kasozi can't handle me. Yes. Then women like Robina Kasozi to steal my property. Sise Mayanja, Nakandi Susan, who else? ETC, Brenda Vos. Such women I don't fight. Yes, but me, I've made myself also solid than any person's mind. So I appeal to you, Mr. Steven, that people of our category gonna be used to get involved or to put this mess to a deeper attitude of fights. But we've refused any fight as people they have robbed from, because they rob us when their backup is fights and cocaine and lies only. So we are sure that we chose our backup into this mess they have caused upon us to be talks. And we're gonna talk, we're gonna denounce Easterly, David Easterly, Dan Hammer, Bob, Ronnie's brother, the late Ronnie's brother, Stephen Mayanja Damulira's friend, Miss Adams and Mr. Adams, Jack Hartman, the park boy, Ronnie picked in the park, late Scott Vos's children, late Porridge Eddie's family. Also, guys have joined hands here. Mr. John White, if we think of how many people have obtained our welfares, yet even our Supreme Rendezvous gave them money not to steal ours. So I appeal to you, Mr. Stephen Sengoba, that fighters gonna be put in this mess, but they will be terribly dealt with, I am sure. Me? Watch our.